called yet, Carla?
Just with some word. It's been 2 hours since I heard anything.
Don't go jumping to conclusions. The kind of wound requires a lot of work, and Jack's very thorough. Look, your mother told me that she told you to come up here and lie down. You're obviously not doing that. Maybe it would be better if you went home and waited there. We can always call you. You can be back here in a few minutes. Come on, let me see you lift.
No. I want to be here when they bring him out of the operating room.
He won't even know you're here.
I know he won't. I want to be there anyway. And I want to talk to Jack about what went on in there.
Okay.
Wait a minute. They would let you monitor it, won't they?
Yes.
Would you do that for me? Please. If it's going to take this long, I've got to find out something.
I will scrub up. Find out what I can.
Oh, thank you.
Don't worry.
Surgery is still going on. Yes, if you would you ask him to please call me at Dr. Craig's house whenever he's free? Yes, thanks very much.
Ed Hall is still in surgery?
Yeah, and Larry's in the operating room monitoring.
Probably so he can give Carla first-hand information. I'll tell Anna. Dinner will be ready in about half an hour.
Better check on Danny.
No, he's okay. I saw him. He's with Jimmy Clark. They're playing a game of Won-A-Cat.
What's Won-A-Cat?
It's a baseball game. It's when you only have 4 or 5 players.
Still have so much to learn about little boys.
I think you're doing all right.
Really? I don't know, Jan. I still get very uptight. Since I quit my job, Danny and I spend most of our time together now, and then Larry spends all those long hours away. And speaking of Larry, hello.
Anna, is that you?
No, Brad. This is Karen.
Oh, hi, Karen. How have you been?
Fine. Are you getting along all right?
As well as can be expected, I guess. Karen, I've been calling the apartment. There's been no answer. I thought maybe Jenny might be over there.
Well, why don't you just hold on a minute, Brad, and I'll see if she's here. Hello?
Hi. I hope I'm not interrupting dinner or anything.
No.
Are you having dinner over there?
Yes.
Well, you think you might have time to see me after dinner? I could come to the apartment, or we can meet wherever you say. Just give me a time and a place, and I'll be there. Jenny?
I'm here, Brad. What is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, I'd rather not get into it on the phone, but it is important, believe me. I wouldn't ask to see you otherwise.
All right. Why don't you meet me here about 8?
The Craigs?
Yes, that's right.
All right, I'll be there at 8. Bye, Jenny.
Bye. Don't say it. I know what you're thinking.
I just don't know why you keep going on punishing yourself, that's all.
You had to talk to me, that it was important.
I'll bet. Jenny, when are you going to realize that guy's going to do anything under the sun to get what he wants? He's going to try to worm his way back into your affections and then into your bed if he can.
That is not going to happen. Don't worry about it.
Well, I must say it was a good thing that you told him to come meet you over here instead of trying to fence him off at the apartment all alone. Except I don't see how he could possibly think he could even get to first base with you at this point.
He knows me too well, Karen. He knows that I was in love with him. I was very much in love with him.
You mean you thought you loved him?
No, I was in love with Brad. Problem is, the Brad that I loved didn't exist.
And still doesn't, Jenny. He still doesn't. And don't you forget that for a minute when you're with him.
Clamp. Scissors. I have a new doctor. Over 70, pulse 110. Very good. That's good, Doctor. The sutures seem to be holding. All right, let's get back in there and get those last bleeders, huh? Courtney? Everybody, as soon as he's finished, will be ready to close. Lunch. Yep. Suction.
Doctor, look.
What is it?
There's the bullet next to the vena cava.
I see it now. I see it, yes.
Maybe penetrating it.
Thank God we've come this far. Fletcher, move it. All right. I'll need pulses, please. And a long clamp, please. Doctor, swab me around that, please. I see it. See it? Just about got it. Move the blood there, Doctor. I have it. I have it. There she is.
Don't do anything foolish. You're under arrest.
Thank you, Virgil.
Anyway, now the thing that is upsetting me is that Dick Grant says that I should get a big-name tennis player for our guest this week because everybody is interested in the U.S. Open Championship, right? I gather that's a big thing.
Biggest in the world, except maybe for Wimbledon. But now, as the official big enchilada of the Penn Ashley show, I am about to issue an edict.
What?
No more shop talk tonight. You are practically a certifiable workaholic.
Is that bad?
It is if it happens on my time. Have you always been that way?
Oh, I see. Now you're going to interview me, right? Well, you just better watch out, because do you remember the time before we began the show, you made me interview you, and you wouldn't give me one straight answer?
I'm serious, Pat. I'd like to get to know you better.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Have you always been so hard driving, so success-oriented?
I never have been, and I'm not now.
You give a pretty good imitation of it, lady.
Oh. Well, the thing is, I love my work, you know, and, well, I'm trying very hard to keep busy. And I'd like to talk about something else, if you don't mind. Or, even better, I'd like to order it to start.
Sure. Maitre d', could we have some menus, please? Would you like another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. But don't let me stop you.
I'm perfectly content. Here you are. Thank you. I don't know if you've been here before, but the seafood is excellent.
Oh, thank you. Listen, why don't you order for me, okay?
I would never have thought it.
What?
I always took you for one of those fiercely independent women.
Only when I have to be.
All right. Then I think we'll start with the Clams Casino, and then we'll have the Madeleine. That is, if you'd like to have some soup. And then... Sorry.
What?
Every place I take you, we seem to run into your ex.
Oh, that's all right.
Sure. We can always go someplace else.
No! Come on, don't be silly. I'm just fine now. After the Madeleine?
Striking woman, Mrs. Lord.
Yes, that's exactly the word, striking.
I know what you mean. I wouldn't want to be on her enemies list. You know something, Pat? I think he's as uncomfortable as you are. And I'll have a vodka and tonic, please. Very good.
Oh, if you want, we could just have a drink here and then eat someplace else.
What? Oh, no, thanks, Dorian, I'm fine.
Of course you are. I mean, if two intelligent people like you and Pat can't handle a divorce, who can?
Well, I see her almost every day.
Has it gotten any easier?
I think it's going to take a little bit more time.
You know what absolutely amazes me? You don't have 1 ounce of bitterness towards her.
Why should I be bitter?
Well, I could think of about 100 reasons why I would be. I guess that's what I admire about you, Paul. I mean, I wish I had that ability to acknowledge when I've lost and just let go and quit competing. Although I personally feel that Pat's loss is a greater one.
That's very kind of you, Dorian, but,
I'm not being kind, no. I'm just being truthful. You're a very unusual and very special man.
Oh, come on, now, cut it out or I'll stick you with the bill. Oh, here we are.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. There you go. Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Swing at me and I thought I was a goner. Virgil came, but Noah's gone.
Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Just a little shaky. Babe, I hope it's all over now.
Oh, me too.
It's almost over. He's closing now.
It's all right?
Blood pressure dropped a little toward the end, but Jack brought it back up. Matter of fact, Ed should be in the recovery room in about 15 minutes.
What about his heart? It's all right.
I'll leave the details between you and Jack. No, his heart's fine.
This is it. He's not going to need any more surgery. They got the bullet and everything.
As far as I can see, they cleaned up very well.
Oh, hallelujah. Thank you. Thank God. Thank everybody.
I see. So I guess they should have him out of there and into the recovery room within the next 10 or 15 minutes, wouldn't you say? Yeah. No, don't bother Scott about it. I'll be leaving for them now. Fine. And thanks for the information, Bill. See you shortly. Thanks again. Good news. Ed Hall is out of surgery and on his way to recovery right now.
Oh, great.
Bill Reynolds tells me that he's weak, but other than that, in good condition. There was no heart damage, but they had to remove one lobe from the right lung, severely lacerated.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's not so bad, barring complications.
He should be fine.
Why do medical people always say barring complications?
Because things can develop, Karen. Things that we had no way of anticipating. Problems. And furthermore, it tends to keep us from getting careless. I've got to go now. Come and see us again, dear. Next time you tell your husband that we won't accept any excuses from him.
I will tell him your exact words.
See you later.
Bye-bye. Pleasure.
Oh, my car's out back.
Oh. And I complain because Larry doesn't come home a couple of nights for dinner. Imagine having a life like Wanda or Carla. Sitting around waiting, jumping every time the phone rings.
Oh, probably Brad.
Do you want me to go or you want me to stay?
No, I have to see him alone sooner or later, so.
Well, I'll just stay here for a minute so that he knows that somebody's within shouting distance. Do you want me to get it?
No, I'll get it.
Not too early. Did you finish dinner?
Yes, we did.
Good. Hello, Karen.
Oh, Brad. So, what say? Welcome home?
Thank you.
You want some coffee or something?
No, thanks. I'm fine.
Well, I'll go see if I can help Anna with the dishes, and, if you change your mind about the coffee, Brad, just let me know. If you need anything. Excuse me.
Sit down.
Thank you. How are you getting along, Jenny?
Oh, I'm fine. Busy. The pediatric wing is full right now because people have their children had elective surgery in the summertime so they won't miss school.
I never thought of that before, but I guess it makes sense.
Yes. Well, it's like Christmas time. It's practically empty in there because no one wants to see his kid in the hospital during the holidays.
Right. But you
So
still
are
like...
you living... Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you.
I was going to ask you, are you still at Anna Hopkins' place?
Yeah, it's comfortable. Reasonable rates.
Mm-hmm.
She's a real weird lady, though.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, very nice.
Are you cooking? Or are you eating out or what?
Well, Mrs. Hopkins fixes everybody breakfast that comes with the room. And I talked her into letting me keep some stuff in the refrigerator, so I ducked down there before she starts her supper and fix myself something. No, I can't afford to eat out in my present financial condition. Although that's about to improve starting next week. Actually, that's what I came by to tell you, Jenny. I got a job.
Oh, really? Doing what?
Well, when I was a kid and all through high school and into college, as a matter of fact, I was always kind of a camera nut. Had a darkroom in the house and everything. I don't believe I ever told you that.
No, you didn't.
Well, I kind of lost interest when I got into tennis. Leaning over a tray of hypo isn't the greatest conditioner in the world. Well, the other day I was looking through the want ads, and this camera store was advertising for a salesman. Well, you know the place. It's down in the arcade behind Logan's.
Oh, yes. It's very nice looking.
It's fantastic. It's the best camera store in town. So I went down there this morning, and they asked me a few questions to see if I really knew what I was talking about. And I sort of surprised myself. I remembered enough so I didn't sound like a complete idiot. Well, anyway, I got the job. Over-the-counter salesman. Salary plus commission. How about that?
I think it's great.
Yeah, well, like I say, I sort of surprised myself. Of course, it isn't much of a salary, and I won't get many commissions until I start acquiring regular customers. You know, people who ask for you when they come into the store.
Right. Well, it's a start, and it's something you like doing, so...
I think I will. And I think I'll be good at it. Let's face it, I've been selling myself most of my life, right? It's all right, Jenny. I didn't come here tonight to make a pitch. I don't know. I wanted to give you a progress report.
Well, I'm glad you did. I was wondering how you were doing.
Were you? Hey, that's great.
Brad, you said that you were hard up for money. Did your father give you that passbook, the one that I gave him?
Yes, he did.
Well, you can take money out of that anytime you want to.
No, Jenny. Now, whether you agree with it or not, the money is yours. I gave it to you with no strings attached.
I don't need it.
That's not the point. The point is, as long as you're my wife... Well, I don't want to start an argument about it. I'm not going to touch the money. It's just going to sit there piling up interest.
There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
No, I guess not. Well, I guess I better go. I imagine you have something to do this evening.
Thank you for coming by.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. Say hello to Ann and Jim for me, will you?
Okay.
And I'll keep in touch, if you don't mind, just from time to time.
No, please do.
Well, take care. Don't work too hard.
Brad, did you speak to that cannon lawyer yet?
Not yet.
Carla, it's all finished. Ed's in recovery.
And he's all right.
He's fine. Should be 100%, barring any unforeseen circumstances and complications.
Oh.
Carla, come on. She's right. He's fine.
Oh, Mama, she's downstairs. I've got to...
I saw her. I told her. You see, I ran into her in the elevator.
Oh, thank you.
It's my job. I do it well. And not just for my friends.
So, when can I see him?
When he's out of recovery?
When will that be?
Carla, surely you've worked around this hospital for years. You know that that kind of thing can't be predicted. Anyway, your mother's downstairs and wants you to drive her home, okay?
All right, honey, it's all right. Jack, I heard what a great job you did.
Thank you, sir.
You're exhausted. Why don't you go home and get some rest?
I will. You want me to drive you home?
Oh, no, I'll be fine. My car's downstairs. Mama's waiting for me downstairs.
Oh, I want to see her.
I'll be fine. Somebody will call me the moment he wakes up.
I'll leave word.
Thank you.
Jim, could I see you for a couple of minutes before you go home? Sure. I'll be right back. Hello, this is Dr. Scott. Any messages for me? Good. All right, thanks. I'll be in my office at the hospital for a while if you need me, okay?
Mrs. Vicky.
Well, I never thought he'd leave. You all right? Yeah, I'm fine. You look shook. I don't feel shook. I don't know what I feel.
Hi.
You want to tell me what it was that was so all-fired important that he had to talk to you about? Oh, no. Let me tell you. He's never going to lay a hand on you again in anger. He's going to take religious instruction. In fact, he's going to pass the plate at Mass at 9 o'clock Sunday morning. All of the above, none of the above. Stop it. He came over to tell me that he has a job.
A job?
Yes, as a salesman in a camera store.
That's it?
That's it. You mean he didn't even get his knees dirty, telling you that he wanted you to stop the annulment proceedings, giving him another chance? No, he didn't say anything like that.